What is up, DramaAlert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news! Oh my god! Tfue suing FaZe. We have all the details. We have all the new information. This is unbelievable. Now, I didn't want to make another video until we heard directly from Tfue, and last night we did. Tfue uploaded his response to YouTube titled, "My Response, #release the contract." Tfue's response was only 2 minutes, so I'm gonna play it in its entirety. Roll it.
Yo, what is up, guys? I'm gonna keep this video really short and to the point. First, I want to say all the stuff about the gambling, the stunts, the drinking. I told my lawyer I did not want that in there, and he will do exactly just that. He will take it out. So that is no worries. That is out of my way. What I really want to talk about is the main point. I never wanted to upset anybody. I never wanted to bring that stuff in. I never wanted to get anybody to get emotional, because this isn't about that. This is about me and this contract. This contract that I signed when I didn't know any better. I'm an idiot. I should have never signed it in the first place. This 3-year contract. What is in this contract is so bizarre. It's so I wish you guys could see this thing, because I can't even fathom it. This contract basically allows FaZe at any point in the 3 years to just take all my hard earnings and all my hard work and just strip it. Over 49%, over 79%. What is in this contract is insane, and that's not even the worst parts. And what I'm trying to do here is just serve justice to the esports community, the esports industry. These kids are getting ripped off. They're getting taken advantage of. These contracts are not okay, and this needs to never happen again. And there's tons of people in contracts this bad, just like me. And I'm the first person to stand up and say, this is not right. This is not cool. And if only you guys could see what is in this contract. I can't disclose what is within this contract, but FaZe Clan, please release the contract for the public to see. Let me show the public. Just give me permission to show these people the truth that is within this contract. That's all I really have to say. Show the contract, FaZe. Release the contract. Everybody, #release the contract. Release it, please.
Wow, my first take from that is, wow. Anyhow, right after this video, right after this response from Tfue, it started trending. #1 in the United States, #release the contract. So apparently this contract between Tfue and FaZe Clan is horrible, and the pressure was on FaZe to release it. FaZe Banks responded on Twitter by saying this: "Tfue, we offered you $1 million per year and 0% splits across the board. The only deliverable on your side was to represent FaZe Clan. To act like we didn't try to fix your situation multiple times is manipulative. Tfue, like I said, for us, this was never about money. And with that new contract, anything agreed to in the previous one would be nullified. We offered so many different solutions, all of them taking absolutely nothing from Tfue. Tfue blew up and forgot where he came from. Classic clout poop." Okay, but will FaZe Clan release the original contract? Banks says this: "By the way, we are indeed releasing the contract. Just got off the phone with higher ups, and we are preparing it for you guys now. I have nothing to hide, and everything I've ever said throughout all of this is the truth. We tried for a straight year to come to a new agreement." Now again, all this happened last night. Everybody was waiting for this contract to be released by FaZe. We were told that it wasn't going to come out until later today. However, a non-FaZe member source gave the Blast a copy of the contract. And I'm not going to waste the time of showing you the contract because it's all legal stuff that you won't understand. But here are the main points of the original contract. For brand deals brought in by FaZe Clan, Tfue would get 20% and FaZe Clan would get 80%. For in-game sticker merchandise like the creator code, Tfue would get 50, FaZe Clan would get 50. Brand deals brought in by the gamer, 50-50. Appearance fees, 50-50. And for prize money, Tfue would get 80% and FaZe Clan 20%. Now this contract is horrible. I mean, this is a horrible contract. But again, at the time, nobody watching this video right now, at the time that Tfue signed this contract with FaZe, knew who Tfue was, except for maybe Tfue's brother, because I know you're watching. What's up, Jack? And speaking about Tfue's brother, we started to figure out and we started to get more information on why Tfue was doing this. It wasn't just about the contract, because you got to remember, yeah, it's a bad contract with FaZe, but FaZe offered to fix this. I mean, they offered him $1 million a year and they would take none of his money, and he refused to sign. So why does he want to leave FaZe so bad? Well, another Fortnite pro player reached out to me and told me that Tfue wants to create his own org. So I reached out to Tfue's brother, Jack, and this is what he had to say. Tfue wants to create his own org, work with the brands he wants, and overall be free to change the face of gaming forever. FaZe refused to allow him to do this. Tfue creating his own org is in his best interest. Emotions and friendship aside, the corporate side of FaZe wouldn't let that happen. Turner had no choice. This was the only option to get out of his contract to make his plans and dreams a reality. Banks might be upset, but Tfue doing this is gonna help a lot more people that it hurt. Wow, okay, this is starting to become the ultimate betrayal, okay? Because, I mean, it's just without question, FaZe Clan helped make Tfue. They did. They promoted him. I mean, FaZe Banks is like getting a tattoo of Code Tfue on his leg, making a video of it, putting it out to millions of FaZe Banks' fans. I mean, if 1% of FaZe Banks' fans or FaZe Clan fans use Code Tfue, FaZe Clan, that means that FaZe Clan literally gave Tfue millions of dollars. That's how much money is being made here. So the fact that Tfue wants to leave and make his own org is, in my opinion, the ultimate backstab. Now, if you're a person that is in Fortnite esports, you're not going to see it that way. Those guys don't understand the entertainment side of YouTube and Twitch and all that. They don't understand gaming entertainment. In their minds, the esport players think, well, if I'm good at the game, then I'm going to be the biggest star. But that's just not true. There are better players than Tfue that beat him in competitions, and they're not huge stars. So obviously, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to get more information and a better statement from Tfue's camp, and we're waiting on that. Right now, we have the CEO of FaZe Clan, Lee Trink, on the line. Lee, how did all this happen?
Great question, and I would say it started a long time ago. You know, obviously we have a contract that Tfue signed in April. It's a kind of, I would call it a starter contract. It's a contract that, you know, before somebody's a big talent, they've got to start somewhere. Right. It's the same thing in you know, whether it's the NBA or the NFL or the music business or the movie business, contracts in the beginning are small. And then if somebody develops into big talent, they're renegotiated.
Are these contracts the same contracts that you give new people into FaZe?
So, you know, the contracts that were created, the one that he's under right now was part of an old regime, right? So my partner Greg and I, we've taken over the business operation of FaZe since September. Before that, there was somebody else running the show and another legal team. And, you know, they put forward those contracts and those contracts have changed. And, you know, we looked at that. We decided there were some things that needed amending going forward. And so really all of our newer guys are under different agreements. I mean, there are some people that are still under that agreement that Tfue's in. But as he grew, we knew it was important to amend the agreement, right?
Right.
So
we haven't heard really from Tfue's side that he was offered a better agreement or offered a way out of his current agreement, but he was, right? That's what Banks keeps saying.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, that's one of the upsetting parts is how many times we've tried to come up with a revised agreement. So the earliest emails that I have that are back and forth about new terms date back as early as September 6th. So, when I came in as CEO and my, me and my partner Greg, like one of the first things that we did was go to remedy this because Tfue was showing himself to be a tremendous talent, and Banks and the other founders made it a really important point to us. Hey, we should spring into action and we should get him a better deal because it's fair. And that's exactly what we did as early as September 6th.
What was the reason? I mean, if you're offering all these better deals, how come he hasn't accepted them?
Well, look, I have a point of view with that now. I almost want to tell you the lengths that we've gone to try and get a new agreement. I mean, we went down there on January 16th. I flew down to Florida with Banks and a couple of our managers to go have a face-to-face with Turner and his dad to see if we can turn this into a productive conversation. You know, I'll say that trip was not very productive. You know, some of the conversations that I had with his dad were definitely concerning. You know, he talked about things like, he told me stories about, and maybe this is because I came from the music business and traditional entertainment, that he told me about his kind of very brief brush with the entertainment business, whatever, it's 20 some odd years ago. But to be honest, things like that are worrisome because I've seen it before when parents are trying to live their glory through their children. And certainly that was something that I began to become concerned with. You know, we gave them a new offer on January 24th. January 24th, sent that to Tfue's lawyer. Didn't get much response. I think we got a response back in March. We tried to go back April 3rd with a new agreement, but it was clear. And I think what's clear now, and part of it is you've heard about this, is he was actually never interested in creating a new deal. What he was interested in was creating a competing org. And you know, that's impossible. We're never going to get there. You know,
right.
The Lakers don't let LeBron go create a competing NBA team. It's just not what you do.
I mean, it's not in your best interest, especially after, you know, aiding and helping and developing this new star. It just, yeah.
Well, that's it. And it feels like, you know, especially relating to Banks, is that they sucked Banks dry of every strategy, every tool in the trade, everything that he could possibly do, not with just the interest of building Tfue, because they did. They put those into action, and Banks worked with him day in, day out to build him and build his career. But part of that was taking all of the way we do business, and obviously we're very, very good at it, and with the idea of creating a competitor. And that's not what freedom is. I mean, we gave him every other freedom. We gave him freedom to do other brand deals. We basically said, tell us what you want. Just tell us. As long as it's reasonable, we're there. We were putting money second to the relationship. Literally, we were prepared to just put the concept of whether we make money from Tfue on the side, because that's how much we valued him.
Wow. Where do you see this going?
I mean, look, I'll be honest that over the last few days, I've spent a lot of time speaking to his lawyer, and I thought that we were on a really good path for reconciliation. It's the only thing that we want. I think that, you know, we've tried to be very measured in our response, right? Despite the fact that Hollywood Reporter article, I mean, it was awful. I mean, they talked about things that were really just, it seemed patently unfair and dirty.
I mean, I personally know that some of that stuff is just untrue, you know.
Even Turner in his video response last night said it's untrue. So even, you know, I don't know what's going on there, but when they say something's there, a lot of the things that they said there had nothing to do with Turner and his contract. They were things to hurt FaZe Clan.
I mean, that's what Banks keeps alluding to on Twitter, that these are tactical moves to hurt FaZe, which is so wild to me because it seems like, you know, FaZe has done nothing but try to help Tfue. And I know some people in the audience are going to call me biased, but I'm sorry. That's the way I see it.
I mean, look, we're not perfect, right? This industry and what we do has never really been done before to this level.
Right.
So we're all learning while we're going. We're doing the best that we show up every day. We want to be transparent. We want to be honest. We communicate with our talent. We are a talent first organization. And again, it doesn't mean that we're perfect. We're constantly evolving and getting better as there's more and more attention and frankly, more and more money as part of this. money makes things crazy, right? This was a much simpler industry before all of the attention was the attention, the money, and some of all these kind of corporate guys.
Yeah, I mean, you take the business out of it. Banks and Tfue were close friends. I mean, everyone knows that. But we're going to have to leave it there. Ladies and gentlemen, CEO of FaZe Clan, Lee Trink. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you take the time to slap a like on it. We're going to update you on every detail of this story. DramaAlert Nation now over 5 million subscribers.
Thanks, Kim. Really appreciate it.